not focus on the outside noise. I know everybody comes here to do their job, and that's to win games.
How much fun have you guys had with the fallout of the fight? Looks like you guys are having a lot of fun on social media.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we all got our jokes. We'll see what happens this afternoon, but hopefully nobody gets suspended.
How did it get to that place in your eyes? Was it did they just, after Fred got tossed, did something just change, or had there been talking all game? Like, how did it
No, there wasn't much talking. No talking at all, really. I think they lost control of their feelings when the game started to turn a little bit in our direction, and then obviously the ejection to Van Fleet. And you heard some words from their sideline towards the ref. They were definitely frustrated, but nothing towards me or towards anyone else on our team.
Just to be clear, because at one point when you're kind of like getting pulled out of everything, you were kind of like holding your arm or shoulder. You didn't get that, did you? Was that just the way you were being restrained?
I mean, I got a little something right here, but I'm good. A little bruised, but I'm straight.
It still seems absurd that you were thrown out. Has the league explained to you, like, was there a call yesterday from the league where they explained even why you were thrown out?
No, they did like an investigation call, and I just told what happened. We'll see what happens. I hope I don't get suspended or anything. I don't even think I should have been thrown out the game, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
What have you thought of Kevin Love's reaction to it on Instagram?
I mean, it's 2025. The jokes are gonna fly. I ain't too worried about it.
You're in the future. One more day.
2024. Jokes are gonna fly on Twitter, social media. I mean, I was laughing at it too. I mean, it's fun.
You were laughing during it.
I was laughing during it, exactly. Like I said, I had no hostility towards the Rockets or anything. It kind of just played out that way, and I like getting under people's skins anyways. That's what I do.
Did you enjoy Nico taking advantage of the post-game interview on TV campaign for you?
Yeah, my mom actually sent me that like right after the game. She was like, "You got to see Nico's post-game interview," so it was funny.
Yeah, speaking of like New Year's and stuff like that, do you have any New Year's resolutions for yourself personally and also just for the team in general?
New Year's resolutions? Not really. Not really.
Yeah.
New Year, same me.
On Christmas Day, about to enjoy the holiday, and all of a sudden a report comes out that Jimmy Butler would prefer a trade and becomes the talking point for a couple of days. For the first time we had a chance to talk to you, can you sort of fill us in on when you saw that and your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on it is I like it, because no matter what I do, somebody's always saying something. So, like I've been doing, I'm going to keep my mouth shut and play basketball.
Is it true? Would you prefer a trade?
Does it matter? Does it?
You sure it does?
No, I don't think so. All of that's out of my control anyways, so like I said, I'm here, I'm hooping.
And then Pat made the statement the next day saying you won't be traded. If you finish out the year here, will you be happy and content?
I don't know. We will see. Only time will tell. I can't tell you what's going to happen come tomorrow. But, I appreciate the statement. But this is a business after all, so I know what is capable, and I won't have any hard feelings either way.
And in your mind, is it in the best interest of both parties for you all to stay together for the rest of the season or to have an amicable divorce?
I don't know. That's up to Pat and them. They're going to do what's best for the organization, as they should. And as long as I'm happy, and right now I'm happy. I'm in a good space, I will tell you that. I got my kids here. I'm healthy. I'm smiling. I promise you I'm happy.
Jimmy, not to belabor this, but none of us know what will happen tomorrow, but the next day. I get all that. Do you want to be?
It's a good question. Who knows? I don't. But right now I'm here, so I'm going to make the most of it, and I am going to compete, and I am going to win. And that's all that I got. It's a lot of talk, and it is a lot of noise, which I'm cool with. It doesn't bother me at all. The traded, the not. I love that. I thrive in that. But it keeps all y'all wondering. It does. It keeps the world wondering to where y'all got to keep coming back and asking me about something. So I like it. It's good to be talked about. Even better to be wanted, though. Remember that.
It is better to be wanted, yes. Are you assuming that you wake up tomorrow and you feel like you can play? Are you free to go? Are you
I'm
back?
hooping.
Okay.
I'm hooping.
How much weight had you lost through the process? How much of an ordeal was it physically?
Not that anybody cares, because I know that nobody cares. But I was down for the count. I'm not going to even lie. I had a couple people check in on me. I did. But I'm feeling better now. I done put my weight back on, got my muscle back. I'm straight.
The night you did the ankle, and then it came back that you weren't coming back because of illness. Should you even have played that night? Like, how bad were you going into that game?
I was pretty bad. I was pretty messed up. But I wanted to compete because I actually do want to play as many games as possible. Like, I'm not even messing around. And I came out and I felt sluggish. And then I tweaked it a little bit, but that wasn't what it was. I was out there damn near starving, getting ready to throw up and all of that stuff. But I feel good. I feel good now, so I'm cool.
The ankle's fine?
Yeah, I'm straight.
By not being in Houston the other night, you probably saved a little money. Right. What did you think when you saw all that transpire at the end?
I thought you were talking about all the tickets I would have to buy. You're talking about I didn't fight. You know, I love that. I love that. I wish I was there to get in on the mix. For sure, I'm getting tossed that one. I would probably be on the floor for that one. But if I was on the bench for T, I'm crossing that line. So.
Jimmy, the time between the rumors and Pat putting out a statement, any conversations between you and Pat or Wade and Pat about where things stand and how you feeling on it?
Next.
Speaking a little bit about the team, obviously Pat said that this outside noise was a distraction, possibly. Speaking about that team, do you feel like it was all these outside noise? I know the team has obviously been to that before.
I mean, I think we're used to that by now. All the outside noise. At least it's not about anybody else. At least it's about me. So everybody else get the free reign to go and hoop, play free. And me too, because I honestly do not care about getting traded, where I'm supposed to go, who's saying what. I play through all of that noise easily.
Can you explain purple to us?
My daughter picked purple, so I went purple. She's going to pick the color tonight too, so I think I know what it's going to be, but she's going to pick it.
What's your favorite Tyler Herro joke that you saw over the last 24 hours, Caleb?
I don't be on socials like that, so I haven't seen anything. I've been minding my business. Every time I do go to social, it's me getting traded, so I try to stay off of it.
Had you had to go to the hospital or need IV or anything?
No, IV and all of that, and then just a ton of rest. And when I'm getting back in the mix of things, I get to beat Remy one-on-one very often, so that also makes me smile.
This is a real question I got from somebody, but all the videos of you over the years playing dominoes, do you ever lose?
Yeah, everybody loses. But I don't lose more often than I win against somebody. So if I lose 3, I at least beat that person 4 times. I am the greatest domino player in the world.
All right, that's a
Appreciate
foundation.
Appreciate y'all.
Did Jimmy lose weight during his ordeal? How do you look today physically?
He looked good today, but he went through it. This past week. It was rough, and but he's back in good spirits. We had a good practice.
And we'll play tomorrow. He's healthy enough at this point.
That's the plan.
And just kind of the energy shift that obviously he brings. Obviously he's brought so much energy. Is there a difference say in practice, or is it more so just kind of an addition to what you guys can have tomorrow?
Yeah, it always helps. Having him around and having his spirit. And then we're coming off of a trip where it didn't go perfect, but it's gratifying going through the grind. I told the team basically every minute of that road trip there was a stress level and oftentimes a frustration level, and then to be able to collectively overcome that and find different ways to win those 2 games, I think can be a growth opportunity for the team. This is a league that's very tough, and when you wrap your mind around that and you stop searching for easy, sometimes it will be, but you can do some cool things, when it's a grind.
Erik, you spoke after the game the other day about people want to rush the young players, but there's a process to it, there's a curve to it. What's it like for you knowing that they're chomping at the bit, want to get in there, and that some game action probably does help versus weighing it against winning and losing?
Yeah, but all of it matters, and this is who we are. Like, we're not making any apologies for it. The minutes are earned, and we're expecting players to be out there to impact winning. We're not just gifting minutes for experience. So when I said it, I'm really excited about this group. I just think we have some really, promising young talent in our building. And it goes all the way from, our highest draft picks to the Sioux Falls guys. We have such an excitement working with these guys every day because of their approach, their drive, their hunger, their coachability. And, when you're dealing with young players, I know everybody wants it to happen, immediately, but that's not the case. And we're not going to play every single young guy every single game or every single minute. That's just not the way it's going to go. But on this road trip, our young guys really impacted the games. Sometimes in different games, sometimes in different moments of games, and they feel a sense of accomplishment, from impacting, the game, impacting the win.
What was the thought on Keyshawn going down to Sioux Falls?
To play, yeah. Come on, we needed to get these guys as many minutes as possible. Isaiah. Well, Josh, we want to have him around, anyway, just so he gets a sense of, how we're doing things. We had a practice day here. Plus, we don't know, what the league will decide. So, figured it'd be better to have Isaiah and Josh here. But KJ's, like what he's doing. Whenever we can get him minutes there, we will.
And then what Zion did last night, I don't know if you noticed, but a 37-point triple-double. Again, another guy in your sphere. Your thoughts on how he keeps pushing?
Yeah, and, that's part of it. That's kind of the Drew Smith path, where you don't get caught up in the labels of whether you're a two-way or a 10-day, and sometimes it shifts, and agents usually get in the way of that. They really do, and sometimes the player gets clouded and they feel, I got to go somewhere else. That's not the case. We want to develop these guys. We don't have 7 two-ways, and if you're not on a two-way, we're still developing the heck out of you. And he's been grinding, just put his head down and just figuring out a different way he can make an impact in Sioux Falls. That was a winning game, for sure. That makes everybody notice, obviously, when it's a triple-double. But I just love the steadiness. I love, when there's a little bit of adversity and a change from the two-way, he's still committed. That is something in my mind. When a lot of guys would quit or use it as an excuse, that's a character, something that we like.
How hard are these days when you don't know what the league is going to say, you don't know who's going to be on the card tomorrow?
I mean, it is, whatever it is, you just deal with it. Like, that didn't affect our practice. Everybody practiced. We're not holding guys out in anticipation of anything. And we got some things done. That's the most important thing. There was a really good spirit. It's easy to have that spirit, today. You're coming off of a good road trip, coming off a tough win. Jimmy's back, practicing. But, everybody's able to go. We'll see what the league decides.
Is he full go tomorrow?
We'll find out. It's been a lot this week, that he's had to deal with. And we'll see how it feels tomorrow. All right, thank you.
Thanks, man.